Good morning everybody. In today's class we will discuss about Kirchhoff's laws. Kirchhoff's laws. Kirchhoff's laws are two simple rules. In that, the first one is junction law. Junction law. It can also be called as Kirchhoff's current law. Current law. In short form, it can be called as KCL. And the second one is loop law. Loop law. It can also be called as Kirchhoff's voltage law. Kirchhoff's voltage law. In short form, it can be called as KVL. KVL. Now, let us discuss about the first law, that is junction law. Junction law. Junction law is defined as the amount of incoming currents is equal to the amount of outgoing currents. The amount of incoming currents is equal to the amount of outgoing currents. So what does it actually mean? Means generally, if we observe, if we need an electricity to our home, from where it comes? It comes from the electric pole which is outside on the road. So from that point, we get two wires from that pole to the meter which is in our home. We call those two wires as lines. They are called as lines. They carry 240 volts, that is voltage, 240 voltage, and they are connected to the meter. Those two wires are carrying a current. And they are connected at meter. We call that meter as a junction. From that meter, we are distributing the current in our home. We are connecting it to a fridge, it to a bulb, it to a washing machine, and in different ways we are connecting it. The total amount of current that is distributed by connecting it to the different devices must be equal to the amount of current that we are drawing from the electric pole. Hope that you have understood. Here, meter is the midpoint. We call that, we indicate that with the letter P, and we call it as a junction. So, if we see the junction law diagrammatically, let us see. This is a junction. Let us take it as I1, I2, I3, I4, I5 and I6, and this point as junction, So if you observe the arrow marks, a few of the arrow marks are towards the point P and few of the arrow marks are out of the arrow mark, out of this point P. Now, according to the definition, the amount of incoming currents means that are coming towards, they are I2 and I4 plus I4 plus what is coming, I6. They are coming towards the point, and how many are going out? I1, I3 and I5. I1 plus I3 plus I5. So this is about Kirchhoff's junction law. Means the total sum of incoming currents is equal to the amount of outgoing currents, where this point is called, P is called junction. P is called junction. So when the current is coming, it is nothing but the electrons are carrying a charge. The electrons are carrying a charge. So when they are carrying a charge towards the point P, and when they are going out, here no charge is wasted. No charge is wasted. So here the charge is conserved. What is happening here? The charge is conserved. So whenever we have already discussed in the previous classes, if energy is conserved, what do we say that? Law of conservation of energy, we say that. In the same way here, energy, instead of energy, here charge is conserving. So here we can say that law of conservation of charge. Law of conservation of charge is taking place. Means no amount of charge is wasted. No charge is wasted. No charge is wasted. So it is conservation of charge. It is conservation of charge. Okay, please note down. Make it fast. Yes, done. Done. Now coming to the next rule, that is loop law. It can also be called as Kirchhoff's voltage law. Kirchhoff's voltage law, that is KVL. KVL. So the definition for this is the algebraic sum of increases and decreases of potential increases and decreases of potential difference across the various components in the circuit, across the various components in the circuit in a closed loop must be equal to 0. Right? So Kirchhoff's voltage law or loop law, what is he saying? The algebraic sum of increases and decreases of potential difference across the various components in the circuit in a closed loop must be equal to 0. So let us draw a diagram, then you can understand it easily. So let us take a source, means that is battery, right? This is positive and this is negative. So the bigger line is always positive and the smaller line is negative, and this is a symbol of a battery or source of energy. Now what is the direction of the current? Left side or right side? Left side. So current always flows from the higher potential to the lower potential. So now I have connected a wire and I took it like this. Here also it is connected with a wire. Now I am connecting these wires to the different electric components which has the consumption of different amount of current. And all the electric components do not work by the same potential difference. For example, we are charging this mobile. This mobile do not take 240 voltage of current. It takes 1.5 voltage of current, right? For example, if this fan has to work, it takes some voltage of current. So if you supply the 1 voltage of current to that fan, it do not work. So different component works by taking the different voltage, by taking the different voltage. So I am connecting this wire here. I am connecting this with a washing machine, and here I am taking the AC. I connected to the electric component AC, and here refrigerator, fridge. Okay, now what is this? AC. AC, washing machine, fridge. What is the other thing? TV. So from this energy source, I connected the wires to these four components. So here washing machine is taking some amount. For example, it is taking 212 volts. Let us imagine it is taking 212 volts. Coming here 210. And next fridge is working with 200 volts. And coming here it is working 202 volts. So what is he saying? The algebraic sum of increases and decreases. So how much is it increasing when I compare with this? How much is it? It is increasing 2 volts. So this is plus 2 volts. Here it is 2 volts more, and it is here minus 2 volts less. Here 2 volts less and 2 volts more. Right? Here it is, when it is compared with this, it is 2 volts more. It is, when it is compared with this, it is 2 volts less. When it is compared with this, 2 volts less. When it is compared with this, it is 2 volts more. After that, the increases and decreases of potential, when we add this, when we add these differences, 2 plus of minus 2 plus of minus 2 plus 2 is equal to potential difference across the various components. These are the various components in the circuit. This is a circuit. In a closed loop, this is a closed loop, must be equal to 0. So let us sum. This must become 0. Plus into minus, minus 2. Plus into minus, minus 2. Plus 2. Plus 2, minus 2. Plus 2, minus 2. It is equal to 0 voltage. 0 voltage. Means the energy that is transferred to the different components. From this, when we calculate the increase and decrease of potential difference, at the end of the circuit, all that differences must be equal to 0. Here, what are we calculating? We are calculating the potential difference. Potential difference is also called as voltage. In the previous rule, it is carrying a charge, so the charge is conserved. So we concluded that law of conservation of charge. Here we are discussing about the potential difference or voltage. So this law is based on the law of conservation of voltage. This law is based on the law of conservation of voltage. Note that point. This law is based on the law of conservation of voltage. Right? So this is about Kirchhoff's first law, second law. First law is junction law, second law is loop law. In first law, the amount of incoming current is equal to the amount of outgoing current. In second law, the algebraic sum of increase and decrease of various components in a closed circuit is equal to 0. Okay, understood? Any doubt? Any doubt? Okay, please copy it. Next, sign conventional rules. So we came across the same word in case of light. Sign conventional rules. When to take the positive, when to take the negative of U value, V value, F value. We discussed in the concept of light. In the same way, in electricity also we have a sign conventional rules. When to take electromotive force or EMF as a positive and a negative. How to take it? Okay. The next thing is sign convention rules. Sign convention rules. First, let us draw a diagram. Positive terminal, negative terminal, positive, negative. And this is one case. And this is second case. In that also, positive. This is negative, positive, negative. Now here, EMF. What is that? EMF. So, if electromotive force is moving from positive terminal to negative terminal, positive terminal, this is positive terminal, this is negative terminal. This is EMF, electromotive force. Here also, now it is moving from negative terminal to positive terminal, negative terminal to positive terminal, and this is EMF and this is EMF. Here there are two different situations. EMF from positive to negative, EMF from negative to positive. So when this EMF is like this, what is the sign that we have to take for EMF? Either the positive or negative. So whenever it is moving from positive terminal to negative terminal, EMF is equal to negative. EMF is equal to negative. When the electromotive force is moving from positive terminal to negative terminal, we have to take the sign of EMF as negative. And the opposite to this one. Here EMF is taken as positive. EMF is taken as positive. So whenever it is moving from negative terminal to the positive terminal, in that case EMF is taken as positive. Next one, in the third case. In the third case, what is the potential difference? What is the potential difference across the resistor? How it will be varying? So the situation is, this is a resistor, this is resistor, and fourth one, this is also a resistor. This is R means resistor, here also R means resistor, and this is current. It is indicated with I. This is current, and also here also we have a current. Here also we have a current I. Current I. Okay. Next, what is this means? Potential difference. This is potential difference, PD and PD. If you observe this potential difference, here it is flowing. Here it is flowing in the same direction. Here also it is flowing in the same direction. I know sir, time. We will discuss about this tomorrow. Okay, remember up to here we will discuss tomorrow. Ask one.